My connection to Guadeloupe is through through my ancestor and Natasha's Georges Gauchier. To begin, the middle photo is my grandmother. And in the bottom right, that's Georges Lyoto, who's also a descendant of this ancestor. So Guadeloupe is a country in the French Caribbean, for those who don't know, in the Lesser Antilles. And many people migrated to and from Haiti for the past centuries. And while my research took me here, I was researching my grandma's lineage on her paternal side, bearing the name Kanta from Guadeloupe. And for my grandma, she was like, all lineages were in Guadeloupe to my knowledge and a lot of my research at the time. Her father's name was Herman Cantave. He was mayor of Guadeloupe. And after further researching him for years, about 2 years ago, I was able to find his birth record for the first time. And then later on, I was able to find his father's birth record, whose name was Elio Cantave, which stated his parents' names, Mentor Cantave and Henri Net Gauchier. And at this point in my research, I had never come across Gauchier, seen it in many records. So I kept researching the surname further. I recognized it was a French last name, but it didn't seem to be very common within Haiti after reaching out just to different people in general research. So I kept looking into it and seeing if I could find any living descendants with that name today. One I discovered through DNA testing, and then others I found just through other ways of contact. But to figure out my family's connection to Gauchier, I contacted some of my grandma's living first and second cousins who ended up remembering the name and confirming the name Henri Net Gauchier. And it was passed down that the name came from our ancestor, Georges Gauchier, coming from Guadeloupe. So from there, I continued to dive in more to see if I can figure out anything in my research. So I began coming across many other records with his name in the État des Civils records, they call it, that we use, along with this book pictured here. There's two books actually, the Une Nuit, Un Captain, and then another one, Rogue Revolutionaries, The Fight for Legitimacy in the Great Caribbean by Vanessa Mange. And this book mentioned how Georges Gauchier, his father, Georges Gauchier, was mixed race and part of a group of individuals of African descent who were exiled in 1802 when Napoleon decided to deport nearly 1,000 of Afro-Caribbean soldiers and officers. And from there, the native Guadeloupeans escaped to many neighboring islands, including Puerto Rico, St. Thomas, St. Bart's, Cuba, and Haiti. And after that, my ancestor was a part of a group of collaborators who were Afro-Caribbean revolutionaries participating in the Boricua expedition. And what they were documented doing was traveling to places like New York even to overthrow the Spanish rule in Puerto Rico at the time and establish the Republic of Boricua. So after that journey, my ancestor Georges Gauchier ended up in Haiti after establishing his lineage there, along with the other collaborators listed on this page, Saint-Louis, Beignet, Dubois, and Jeanette Audin, settling in Haiti and other Caribbean islands. So kind of illustrates just at different parts of your lineage, where some even other, like the neighboring Caribbean islands, people really cross-migrated pretty easily during those times, whether that was for personal or economic business reasons. In his case, he had to flee. So that is my connection to Guadeloupe through Haiti. Again, like everybody else said, if you have any questions about Guadeloupe, I've done a lot of research there along with other people in the group. My grandpa's from Léogâne, so I've done a lot of research there. So if anybody has questions, feel free to put it in the chat. Appreciate it.